Hello everyone, welcome back to the R tutorial part 2 for beginners. And in this video I will show how you can join two data frame that have a common column. For example, the data I have been using throughout the tutorial was rainfall data for different stations. So in this case it was location A, location B, and location C, and they have columns like date, month, and year. So what I want to do here is I want to join two data frame that have a common column. So let us go to the R code I've been using throughout this tutorial. So in the first line, what I'm doing here is setting the working directory. Again, I did it before, but I'm doing it separately for this file. So the R data2, so data2 folder, if I go to my computer, data2 folder has three text files. So in this case, I want to read the two text files, D1 and D2 text. And if you want to see what is there in the text, so head D1, and you see that this is D1 and D2 is this. So they have common columns like date, month, year. So let me show you an example of like how you can join. So let us assume that we want to join the two data frame based on the common column date. So it can be anything else. It can be region, it can be like state, it can be some other chemical compound or anything like in whatever the science topic you're working on, subject you're working on. There may be different categories you're interested in. I'm showing an example like date. So if to use a function that I will show here, like full join, that requires you to call the library dplyr, or if you don't have it, you just have to install the dplyr library. So what it does is in the D1 and D2 join by the date. So after I apply the function, if you look at this, it's really interesting that you see that both the data frame is joined based on the date column. And whenever the D1 have this date and D2 have the same date, they are put in the same row. Similarly, and if in such cases where there is no matching, what will happen is they basically put an NA in that cases. But this is a very strong function that is really useful function that I use a lot in many purposes. So this was all about the tutorial part 2 for the beginners. I hope the tutorial series really helped you all to learn how to manipulate data. So there are like a lot of possibilities. You might be able to learn a lot of things, and I would suggest like Google is really helpful friend. You just Google whenever you face problem. But this is the tutorial. The tutorial I created is based on my experience throughout these years. So I wanted to disseminate my knowledge, what I have gained throughout these years. So these are very common function. I use it in daily life and almost regularly. And these are really helpful things that make all my work really easier. So I hope this will also help you all and to help you reprocess like a lot of complex data and many different data. And that will be a really good thing if it really helps you all. So thanks for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the tutorial series. Goodbye.